Coach T Flow here. You are watching GOAT Talk. It's all about us. It's the FUBU of media when it comes to Columbus. For us, by us. And this is GOAT Talk with the GOAT man, Coach T Flow. Okay, guys, so you already know the Carver Tigers are the 2A GHSA state champions. So shout out to Carver. So happy with those guys. CGY Sports covered numerous games of Carver, did plenty of highlights on them throughout the season. And when they started this playoff run, I have a distinguished member of my gym who is a distinguished alumni of Carver. And I told him, I was like, man, after watching them do Pierce County like that, and they came right back and did Appling like that, I was like, it's going to be the same. I said, those teams were perennial teams when it comes to 2A football, which Carver is new to 2A after the reclassification. And the writing's on the wall. When I saw those other two games, I'm like, oh, they can't compete. I never heard of Berks County, but I didn't have to hear about them. If the best team, Pierce County, the defending champions, if they got bounced, BTA'd, what you think Berks County was going to do? I think they were the one who beat Rockmart, which was another good team up in North Georgia. But like I say, guys, I mean, if you're from Columbus, we've been knowing what Carver is. You know, you're from Columbus, you know what Carver is. You know, from the coaching, from the players, Carver is elite. That's what they are. When you have the best players and the best coaches, arguably, now I'm not going to down any other coaches, but we have this conglomerate of greatness at one school. This is supposed to be the outcome. You're supposed to bring home the chip for the city. And with that being said, in my opinion, a state championship brings prestige to the city. Prestige, first to Carver, most definitely, but to the Muskogee County School District athletics, and it needs to be celebrated. Football is the perennial sport in high school. I'm sure Columbus, and maybe even outside the public school system, is probably a team that maybe had a championship in some other field. But make no doubt about it, in the South, football runs it. Football is creme de la creme. And in my opinion, it brings in dollars. So now, and it brings in so much for a city when a team brings in a state championship. And they need to be celebrated. We need to have a parade for these Tigers. Yesterday needs to be Tiger Day. They need to go on. They give any and everybody a day. They need to officially make yesterday, the day they won the title, Carver Tiger Day. For the great and I'm talking about amazing accomplishment that these young men and they juniors, I think they're losing on offense. They might be losing one or two on offense. Not to mention that the kids that's coming behind them, we might be witnessing a dynasty. We really do. Proclamation. I was trying to think of the word. My mind was working. A city proclamation. But I would love to also see a parade. A parade. They need to. They can mark the route on Buena Vista Road. Come over there by 8th Street. Come up there in front of Carver. Go back down Ilja Road. Come back around. I mean, we need to do so. Or they can just do it downtown. What do you guys think? We need to do something to celebrate this win for these young men who 15 games from start to finish with one blemish. And I wish so bad we could run that thing back against Harris County. Because I feel like, even though I know Harris County is either 4 or 5A, right now, how Carver is playing, they would trounce them boys. They would do them boys. That was the only loss on the season to a team that's not even in the division. I wasn't able to go to the game physically, but I watched the game online, and it was a beat down, guys. Off the rip from the kickoff, I think, shout out to Braylon. He ran the kickoff by 80 yards off the jump, and it never stopped. It just snowball just got bigger, 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 and bigger, bigger. And we're gonna go through a couple of plays. But like I said, what do you guys think we should do to celebrate these Tigers? Parade, city proclamation. What should we do? Now, to do nothing is ludicrous. So the powers that be, I know some of y'all got more pull than the other ones. Y'all need to be hollering at Skip, old Skip, our mayor, holler at Isaiah, holler at the city council and say, hey, get in front of this ball, man. Get in front of it. Because they gonna make money. People gonna run ads, businesses, they're gonna make money and try to attach themselves to this program. So celebrate these young men. Celebrate these coaches. Celebrate this school. Arguably, if you look at the Heinz score, I know some of y'all might not know what that is. I didn't know what it was for a little while. It kind of is like the financial demographic of an area. Arguably, Carver might be at all the schools. It might be second. Maybe Spencer might be worse. Jordan. I mean, it's not in a great financial neighborhood. Let's just say it like that to keep it all PG. And when you at the bottom and you rise all the way to the top, that's a story on hard work, overcoming, achieving, believing, inspiration. It's a story there. And we got to put that story out there, guys. And we cannot let them drop the ball on this for them boys. And when I say boys, not just the football team, but in the school, the coaches too, man. You know, everybody younger than me, so that I ain't calling the coaches boys, but those young men, those coaches, they need to be celebrated too. Because don't think that it's easy to win no chip. You running 15 games in the season for high school. You coming into something new. You probably seeing different schemes and setups that you're not used to. I think they ran the wing tee out of I think Burns County ran the wing tee, and Carver, that defense, man. Albeit they scored off of I think they fumbled. They had a short field and they scored off of that, and they scored another time. But that defense was beat down. They wouldn't let them boys breathe. From the O-line to the secondary, it was nothing. Linebackers, it was a total. You can tell that a thought process was put into, this is how we're gonna beat these boys. And everybody played their part, man. Big shout out to Chew. One incomplete pass, guy. Over 300, so I don't know the stats. I know it was like 300 and I think 20-some yards passing. I don't even know how many touchdowns, 4, 5, 6. One incomplete pass. Ended off with a bomb, a 50-yarder. Complete game, man. Complete game. So this needs to be celebrated. Before we go, like I say, we're gonna get into some of these because I can't tell you how I get my wiggle on when I do my thing, but I got this thing set up on my computer where I push a button and I can't even post the highlights quick enough because every time I was trying to edit and post one, it'd be another one and another one. So like I say, this beatdown, this victory by the Carver Tigers is one I haven't seen in a while. And I watch every year. I watch the high school football games. And this one here is one for the ages. So shout out to everybody on the team. What's the young man name? The receivers, Braylon and I think his name is KJ. Whew. The air up there. They would, man, Chewy would put that thing in the air, and even that last, especially that last one. I think his name KJ Miles. KJ, I think it's the same person. He had the right over his head. He had the stretch out. Wide receiver was defense with two steps back. You cannot defend that. Chewy put the bread right in the basket. Perfect pass in stride. Guys, you're watching greatness. You're watching greatness. If you haven't watched the game or if you missed the game, go back and watch it. Please go back and watch it. You'll see greatness. But real quick, guys, we're gonna get into a couple of these plays. This right here, I think, is the kickoff off the rip. Just the kickoff, so we're gonna go off into this real quick.
Wallop Appling County 49-6 in the semifinals. So ready to go. Burke County won the opening toss. They have deferred. That means Burke County kicking off, and our opening kickoff
this is the kickoff, guys.
Heads up, Georgia. Park your phone while you're driving. It saves lives. Will Lovett kicking off. Blue kick coming down at the 19-yard line.
Scott, see that block? Ooh!
Across the 50, across the 40. The kicker to beat. And the kicker gets him down on the ground at the 26-yard line. That was Braylon Jakes.
Another guy. The announcement was talking on this one. This was the actual first touchdown by the Tigers. Boom. They had a graphic up. They actually missed the touchdown. I think we're doing it on replay.
Carver Columbus does not take them long at all. 1 yard touchdown run by Jamil Williams, the H-back. And Carver on the board here in the opening 1 minute and 34 seconds.
Right here.
Just a simple fullback dive right at him. Burt County is there behind the line of scrimmage. Keeps his legs driving.
I was so piped up. I was like super turned. Right there. Oh, get up to this.
Going on. People are tuning in
thought he did something. Why did y'all? Thought he did something.
I'm in a double A.
Rackins on the season, 18 total tackles, 1 interception.
They had them funny hats on too. Them with the Guardians.
A big one in the state championship game.
Why did?
Second down, lunge and throws over complete to Jakes. Jakes gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Carver.
Great block this time by Jamil Williams, number 27.
I know we need to go there right now, but I love how
he's going to spring Jakes for a touchdown. You saw Burt County with good blocking on perimeter.
Looks like they're bringing on the field goal unit.
This my boy. Shout out to Ken, man. Ken's Prince, man, a young man. I always see him at Walmart on Buena Vista Road. He like,
they were able to do that. The freshman Kendrick Spencer.
I'm the only one doing it like this. I said, boy, I got you.
For a
freshman. And I want to say he was on the right hash.
27-yard kick coming up here for Pierce Spencer.
Coming from the right
Ace
side.
Thomas, wide receiver, is the holder.
Coming in as the first. I know Carver ain't never had no kick. My little homie, little Ken right here.
Kick is on its way, and the kick is going to be
good.
So got through.
Over here, like, folks said, what's wrong?
Freshman comes up big on the final play
watching
of
these
the
kids. Like I
first
said,
quarter.
I always see him and his mom at Walmart. I always bump into him at Walmart too. It's crazy. But shout out to him and his accomplishment at kicking the field goal. Because Carver ain't never had no field goal kicking for real. So he's a freshman, guys. He's a freshman playing in the championship game. He's gonna be there 3 more years. So that's good. That's a tool for Carver.
Now, I did watch the tape. I see this. They go shotgun more than you think.
Watch it. Watch it, y'all. Hold on.
His passing ability is opened up. Oh, it's intercepted. Pick 6, Carver Columbus.
We gonna watch that one again, man. He read that play. He took off
17-yard pick 6. You think they saw that on film?
Let's go ahead and get that one again, y'all.
A lot of communication, a lot of
Watch today, man. This was this right here was to me the start that brought the cameras back. They was like after this one was like, oh wow, these boys are real good.
Now, I did watch the tape. I see this. They
watch Jay.
More than you think.
That goes back to what Autumn was telling you. His passing ability has opened up. Oh, it's intercepted!
Give me that!
Pick 6, Carver Columbus! How about that? Wow!
Oh, man, it was great.
8 seconds. Ineligible receiver downfield.
They had called a penalty on Carver right here.
Decline.
Watch this, guys. Like,
so it'll be third down.
And this ain't all the highlights. It's too many.
Those guys creep up field.
I'm actually put together a reel, drop it on YouTube, so make sure you go check out the CGY Sports YouTube page. If you're not following, make sure you go follow it now. And we'll be throwing everything on that YouTube page, man.
30 seconds.
We might drop it on the book, but we most definitely going on YouTube.
And now it's 18, so 40 seconds. And a good job here, Burke. They just got to get that one stop.
The reason this play right here was so important is because it's about to go into the half. So it was 4th down going to the half. Carver had they actually scored. They did what they called a ineligible man downfield. You know how sometimes when the line get to blocking, if a lineman get too far up, they call it a penalty. But they actually scored. So it was 4th down. Instead of bringing on the field goal kicker, bring my dog Lil Ken back on, coach decided to go for it. So it was 4th down. I think it was like maybe 12 seconds left before the half, and it was pivotal because, like, once again, it put that pressure on them boys. You gotta destroy their will to fight. Like, damn, we cannot do nothing. These boys are scoring that will, so this was a big play in the scheme of things. Check it out.
The force of field goal. Mungeon throws.
Right in the corner. You say Dylan tiptoe. Let's y'all see it again. Let's y'all see it again, man. Everybody doing like the GOAT, man. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow this page on CGY Sports YouTube page, man. The GOAT Talk. All about Carver today.
Carver is declined.
Look at him. Throwing up gang signs.
So it'll be third down.
What happens there, you got a quarterback running around a long time.
And they were not afraid, guys. They did that. They did that. No fear.
But clock management, that's one thing Carver has done.
I don't know
well
nothing
there
about Burke County. Salute them for making it cool, but there was no competition. I'm like,
they ran well.
And this ain't no disrespect. You damn near could have put 2 or 3 Columbus schools in this. They would have won this.
Good job here, Burke. They just got to get that one stop before switching field goal.
Watch when he catch the ball. Watch when he catch the ball. It's all in the detail, man.
Right there.
That's KJ. I think this last one, guys. I mean, no, it's not last one.
That's his season numbers. He's running pretty effectively.
Shout out to Chew, man. Chew had a great. Chew, you got on the radar today, homie. I'm gonna put you out there too, brother. You definitely got on the radar. I was watching the whole game. The commentators gave you a lot of love, Chew. They gave you a lot of love, man. Columbus, a lot of love.
Steps up in the pocket, delivers deep, touchdown. Carver goes to Braylon Jakes.
Another one. Boy, I'm so happy for that boy. Man, I'm so happy for that
31 yards.
God bestows all the best.
Matt, we'll talk about little things. You're
All
fourth
the
and
best on
6.
him, Lord. You deserve it, Lord. Unstoppable. Unstoppable.
Play. Watch the Burke County defensive backs right here.
Who?
I was close to a block of that.
That probably was.
That
But
was a blocking.
So Rusty, where we are right here, and always hate to bring it up, but it is a fact of the game. If they can score here in the last 1:17 of this quarter, we will have a running clock.
It will be a running
in the
clock.
fourth quarter. It's always something that is
It's over 30.
you
I
got to
think
get
30 or
it
31 points. It's over 30.
Thinking about running the score, but it's also advantageous to you. Correct.
This was
To get to that running clock if you can.
This is one of those things where
they can score. Going for it right there. Touchdown, Carver.
Let's run that one back.
Miles again. Another huge catch for KJ Miles.
They can't defend these boys. Watch it.
watch the Burke County
Look how far he's
defensive
back.
backs right here.
I was close to a block of that.
That probably was. But
So Rusty, where we are right here, and I always hate to bring it up, but it is a fact of the game. If they can score here in the last 1:17 of this quarter, we will have a running clock in the fourth quarter. It's always something that as a coach, you got to keep in mind.
Total domination. Like,
Thinking about running up the score, but it's also advantageous to you.
I got highlights from the last 3 games, guys.
They've got the opportunity
It's like
right here.
Carver was in another league. Watch it.
Going
He's
for it
beating
right
oh,
there.
They didn't even look around.
Touchdown,
Look that kid is, man. It's like,
Miles again. Another huge catch for KJ Miles.
and I ain't even look. I'm a default Tiger. I'm definitely I'm always rep my Auburn. I'm graduated too, so I graduated from Kendrick High School, shot the Cherokees, but I definitely have been close to this program. A lot of my gym members are Carver alumni, so it's a thing that everybody in Columbus. I don't care if you went to Spencer, Shaw, celebrate these boys, celebrate them. Jordan, it doesn't matter. Columbus, Hardaway, it doesn't matter. Celebrate these guys. They're from the city. A lot of these kids and grew up playing against each other. Start off at C. Oh, we got one more. I'm sorry, guys. We got one more play.
A good deal of them go to Georgia. A good deal of them go to Auburn, right across the border, and then, of course, all over the place.
You just coached my son, Dimitri, back at River City. Then started coaching him at Brooklyn.
that's not the only school there that is producing.
Chew got on the radar.
Ball up top, going for the home run. And caught again by Miles. Are you kidding me? It's the dude that it deserves
over the head shot.
for producing the players that they produce. A good deal of them go to Georgia. A good deal of them go to Auburn, right across the border, and then all over the place. Columbus gets the due that it deserves for producing the players that they produce. A good deal of them go to Georgia. A good deal of them go to Auburn, right across the border, and then, of course, all over the place.
They put out a ton of players in that. That's not the only school there that is producing.
Ball up top, going for the home
Okay,
run. It's caught again by Miles. Are you kidding me? 54 yards for Miles.
What's the guy that came from Carver about a year or two ago? He played for Auburn. I forgot his name. Defensive player. Carver is the authority. Is the blueprint of an elite team in Columbus. It's our central, so to speak. And we have to celebrate these guys. We have to celebrate this team for our city. So people, if you know somebody in the city government, if you got ties with anybody, make sure that you contact them today and said, hey, we have to do something for these boys. Them being on TV, them having that 15 minutes of fame up there in the Mercedes-Benz Dome is not enough. We need to give them more. We need to give them flowers. We need to tell them how proud of them that we are as citizens of this city, as parents, as cousins, brothers, sisters, aunties. We need to let them know. CGY Sports is very proud of these boys. Like I said, from a media point of view, I know some of y'all don't like everything I say. Y'all don't like everything Stephen A. Smith say. Y'all just got access to me, so y'all come on me a little bit harder. But I do it all out of love. I do it all out of love and celebration of these young athletes. Because at the end of the day, if football can get them a great education, if football can keep them out the graveyard or the cell block, then we've all done our jobs. We've all done our job to pour into these kids from whatever angle you're doing it from. However you like to support them. And this is my way of giving back. So make sure that you contact your councilman, the mayor, whoever you know, and tell them we got to do something big for these kids, all right? All right, guys. Goat Man signing off. Take care. Go Tigers.